3 defeats with 1 draw. He's the former Latino champion, former Continental Americas champion, former WBC silver champion, and former
that's bitch miss weight.
Middleweight champion of the world, damas y caballeros, de Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr.
We're going to talk about it all after the weigh-in.
And his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, with a record of 38 fights, 35 victories, 29 wins by knockout, with 3 losses from Brooklyn, New York, USA, former NABO and NABF champion, former Continental Americas champion, and former 2-time middleweight champion of the world, Daniyar Miracle Man Jacobs. Speaking of Hall of Famers, Freddie Roach here, the trainer for Chavez Jr. But ladies and gentlemen, before they get on the scales, let's introduce one of the greatest fighters in boxing history, a multi-time champion, a multi-division champion from the boxing
Hey, man,
Hall
tell
of
a nigga
Fame.
pull his draws
Ladies and
up.
gentlemen, Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. First onto the scales, the former middleweight world champion from Culiacan, Sinaloa, Mexico, stepping on the scales, Julio Cesar
That's your boy.
Chavez Jr.
That's your boy, man.
172.7 pounds.
They already knew what he weighed in at. You see this sham?
Next onto the scales, the Miracle Man from
Motherfucker.
Brooklyn, New York.
Chavez Jr.
Former
Put your pants
two-time
on.
middleweight champion of the world, Daniyar Miracle Man Jacobs. 167.8 pounds for the Miracle Man.
And you're a pervert, Fight Scout. You pervert.
2 former middleweight world champions clashing here in Phoenix, Arizona, at the Talking Stick Resort Arena, as Eddie Hearn from Matchroom Boxing USA presents a great night of boxing live on DAZN and exclusively to the United Kingdom on Sky Sports. Here they are, the 2 former middleweight world champions, moving up a division, facing each other here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's all live on DAZN and Sky Sports tomorrow night. Let's hear it for the former middleweight world champions, Danny Miracle Man Jacobs, Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming to the...
So, when you have a guy like Chavez Jr., right, who is a habitual weight skipper or weight misser, right? Me, personally, I think they did the right thing. Look at your boy. I think they did the right thing. So basically, they weighed him in earlier, kind of figuring this motherfucker probably not going to make weight. And just so they wouldn't be all up there shocked and like, oh my God, oh, he didn't make weight. They did that shit earlier and they pretty much restructured the contract where Chavez had to give up some money and he was able to weigh in at 172.5. And Danny Jacobs, what did he weigh in at the 168? So this was all a little ceremony, but it looks bad, you know? The last time Chavez Jr. made 168 pounds was when he fought Dominic British. I covered that fight. I think it was on like beIN Sports or some shit. Anyway, I covered it. This was the fight where he had to make 168 because he knew he was going to get the Canelo fight. That was the talk around this fight, that he was going to get the Canelo fight. He did at 164.5 was the catchweight. Remember that weird shit? The catchweight for Canelo versus Chavez Jr. was 164.5. He made 164 and he fooled me. He fooled me. And he fooled a lot of fans. He was uploading all his shit to his Instagram and his social media. It was a blitz of just all his content and him working out. We're like, yeah, man, he motherfucking in shape. He had hired the fucking former PD guru, Mimo Haradia. He was like, yeah, man, motherfucking Chavez Jr. You see him? He motherfucking training his ass off. Canelo is finished. Or at least my dumb ass was. Then he go into the fight and don't do shit. He literally didn't do nothing during Canelo versus fucking Chavez. He did nothing. He made weight. That was the fight to him, making weight. That was the fight to him, making weight. Son of a bitch. So yeah, I think he's gonna lose tomorrow. What the? Look at him. How could do you take this son of a bitch serious? I don't take this guy serious. I mean, at least he grew some hair. He was looking fucked up. It's just that it's the name. That's what they selling to us, the name of Chavez. Like, that's all it is. Like, I'm tired of it. And, you do have to give him a little bit of credit. He did end the career of Sergio Martinez, even though he lost the fight. Like, he fucked Sergio Martinez up at the end of that fight. But that's because he was on some weight bully shit, right? Chavez Jr. Sergio Martinez never was the same. And Chavez Jr. did that little stint in rehab. So to me, it's like Chavez Jr. fighting him is a novelty. Like, what do you get out of it? Yeah, it's the name. And for a guy like Danny Jacobs coming off a loss to Canelo, it's a nice little name to have on your scalp, I guess. Because Chavez Jr., Danny Jacobs has been competing at 160. Chavez Jr. is a 175-pound fighter that tries to get down to 168. So, yeah, in that way, yeah, Yeah, beat Andy Lee. He cornered Andy Lee. I remember that shit. But outside of that, what does he bring to the table? Nothing. Let's go look at the undercard. So, as I said, it is a busy day in boxing on Saturday. You got this fight taking place on the Zone. And remember, this Chavez Jr. Danny Jacobs fight is going to be the last fight of the night because Harrison versus Charlo 2 is free TV. So, over here on the East Coast, free TV fights are usually off no later than 10:15, 10:30 because of the news comes on. So, by time Harrison Charlo 2 over, even if it goes the distance, Cristofer Rosales and who's the guy's fighting again? Martinez is still going to be in the ring. So you will be able to catch both fights. And then earlier in the day, you have the Deyu Dubois, Kayatiro Fujimoto fight. Here's the card right now. You got Danny Jacobs versus Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Maurice Hooker versus Uriel Perez. Liam Smith. I like Liam Smith versus Roberto Garcia. I've covered Roberto Garcia numerous times before. He was supposed to fight Sean Porter on P. Oh, God.
Vladivi is into dark-ass freak shit like this, donating $5, surely a degenerate. Disgusting. Chavez looking like the dude to do coke and hookers at 5.
I didn't understand what Brian said, but thanks, Vladdy V. Charlo Harrison talk. No. Charlo Harrison, the press conference for Charlo Harrison or Harrison Charlo 2 is in 2 hours. Here, let me show you real quick. We're going to be streaming this here. We're going to be streaming this. Let me see where we at. The press conference is at 5:30 on Fox Sports 1. On regular Fox Sports. So we're going to be streaming this. So no, that's why we're not talking about it right now. So we're going to be here for this in a couple hours. So that's where we at with that. So I like Liam Smith versus Roberto Garcia. Roberto Garcia was supposed to fight Sean Porter on PBC on Spike back when PBC on Spike was there. Here, you want to know something? You want to know something crazy? Did you know that Lindy Lara was the last fight for PBC on Fox when he fought fucking Yuri Form with his bum-ass knee? He was also the last fight on ESPN, PBC on ESPN, fighting fucking Jan Zavek. He basically, to me, destroyed 2 TV deals. Confusing you what? Huh? What are you talking about? Harrison? No. Chavez Jacobs is tomorrow, you degenerates. That's why the weigh-in is today. The final press conference for Harrison Charlo 2 is today and the weigh-in tomorrow. What are y'all talking about? What are you talking about? Get it together, man. All right? Now, let me stay on topic. All right? Then we're going to talk about other shit. All right? Relax. Get off my back. So, God damn it. I said fucking Sean Porter fought Roberto Garcia. Well, he was supposed to, but then Eric Bonet stepped in. Was his name Eric Bonet? That's the singer. Fucking, what's his name is Eric Bonet. What the fuck was that fighter name that Sean Porter had fought? Eric Bonet. Boom. Hold up. Now y'all got me motherfucking Sean. What was that dude name? Hold up. Motherfucking Eric Bonet. Isn't Eric Bonet also a singer, the dude? Well, anyway, moving on. So the fights I'm interested in on the Chavez Jacob card is Josh Kelly, because it's Josh Kelly. All right, he's up and coming, so it's like I'm gonna check him out. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video on it, but I'm definitely doing a video on Gabriel Rosado. But then again, he fighting this fat man. Like whoever it is, dude, wherever they pull this, he don't look like this. Like I thought probably when I looked him up, that looking at his picture, maybe he was some type of Sicario or something. But if you look at him when he get on the scale, like it's like, where'd you get this man from? That's Roberto Garcia, by the way. It's like, where you get this? Where you get this dude? Like there you go. You see him? It's like where you find this brother from? It's like they was like, yo, you want to fight? Like name some street in LA where like Hispanics be, and he just was like, yeah, see, yeah, see. So because of Gabe, I'm going to cover it. So basically from the news that's circulating around is that if Chavez Jr. weighed too much and Danny Jacobs decided not to take the fight. Oh, God.
Drew has just donated $. However, you're still a degenerate through and through. You sicken me. Eddie Hearn driving up the prices on Heyman. Made them pay Wilder 20 after days offer, and now Charlo gonna need a raise. Smiley face. Smiley face.
What did y'all do to Brian? Thanks, Drew. Yeah, we behind in so much boxing news, yo. We behind in a lot of boxing news. But let me get through this, man, because listen, I gotta go get some food. We got 2 hours before the best press conference of this year is probably gonna start. I'm sure you've seen the first press conference. So anyway, the news was that if Danny Jacobs decided, like, no, man, you ain't make weight, we not fighting you, they was gonna pay this homie off right here, and then have Danny Jacobs versus Gabriel Rosado. You dig me? But they decided to go through with the Chavez fight, and also, let's be honest, a lot of those fans are probably there to see Chavez Jr. The Hispanic crowd and all that. So, moving on. You ain't talking about Liam Smith. Maurice Hooker back. He's campaigning at 147 now, right? Isn't that what he weighed in at? Let's see. Let's find him. Where you at? Mo Hooker? Terrence Crawford is there, by the way.
Yeah, he's gonna like it. He's gonna get it from a real man.
God, y'all scared.
Damn woman beaters. We're gonna beat that woman beater down.
Damn women beaters. Anyway, Drew has just donated $. Through Super Chat. Must have learned it from his dad. No food TstreeT lol, get to the Charlo news, damn it.
Oh shit. There's a lot of hitting ones in there. Fucking thanks, Drew. Fucking Brian's the man. He'll be fucking around with y'all, yo. We gotta find Mo Hooker. Where you at, Mo Hooker? We done watched the weight and I done forgot who he's fighting. Is this the dude he fighting? This is the dude. Remember we was talking about him? No, that ain't the dude. Where you at, Mo Hooker? There you go. So yeah, I think this is at 147. Let me turn it up. I forgot.
And now to the scale,
Uriel Bombadero Perez. Michael Carvajal and Rex Walker will now come up to the stage. Now to the scale, Uriel Perez. 141.9, 141.9 for Uriel Perez. Now to the scale, ladies and gentlemen, former champion of the world, Maurice Mighty Mo Hooker. 144.3, 144.3 for Mighty.
Y'all think he gonna end up going back down to 140 because he gonna have issues with power and getting the title fight? You know, also, I mean, he's in the same camp like with Terrence Crawford. You know, I mean, I don't know about him at 140. I don't know. But at the same time, he was having issues at 140. I don't know about him at 147. He was having issues at 140, like making that weight. Who else is on the card? Who else? Let's see here. Yeah, it's going to be busy, man. It's going to be busy as shit on Saturday. But it's good. I'm happy to be back. Dealing with all them fucking copyright strikes. We beat 8 of them. I'm not going to say we beat because that implies that we did something wrong. No, we ain't do anything wrong. So, yeah, motherfuckers, leave us alone. Let us do our shit. So, yeah, this is interesting. I've seen Cristofer Rosales fight before. I've had to. 29-4. But where, though? Was it the Charlie Edwards? It had to be the Charlie and Patty Burns. I've seen his fights. This is going to be some war shit right here. And remember what happened with the Charlie Edwards fight. I covered that fight. Where we need to go back and recap that. But I don't have time now. But I kind of do. That ended controversially. He was closing in on Charlie Edwards. Charlie Edwards got knocked down. And it was overturned in the ring. It was some weird ass shit. Charlie Edwards has since moved up from 112 to 115. By the way, the Zone is on cable. You can actually get the Zone through your Xfinity app. You know,